Hi, this is Amy of Mastro Stretch, and today we're going to cover different types of stretching and the best way to stretch. And if you like my channel, go ahead and click and subscribe to it right here. And then I have my two freebies for you guys. I have my free starter stretch to strength program where you get 3 stretch routines for your neck, your lower back, and your hips. And you get access to that right here. And then I have my daily healthy habits calendar. So if you're looking to get healthy and you've had difficulty sticking to those habits, download this right now because you're going to get very easy to complete habits that will prove to be successful, and you get to stick to those habits, and it'll be easy for you. So anyway, now that I'm rambling, go ahead and download that right here. Okay, so let's get to it. I know most people know they need to stretch. They know it's good for them, but a lot of people don't do it. And it is true. If you start stretching even 5 to 10 minutes a day, it is going to produce lasting results as you age. It's going to help prevent you getting shorter, those aches and pains, that crankiness, the stiffness when you get out of bed. It really is important to have a stretch routine as you get older, especially I'd say from your mid-20s on. So if you don't have it, just check out some of my videos. I have a ton of stuff that you can start to implement into your routine. And again, start for 5-10 minutes. That's all it takes. Anyway, that is the importance of stretching. Now you might say, well, I don't know what to do. So what is the best way to stretch? Well, I'm going to explain that to you. There are several types of stretching. We're going to cover the most popular ones. I think most people are going to think stretching as a static stretch. So that would be where you just bring, you're trying to stretch the back of the shoulder. You just bring the arm across. You're like, okay, I got to stretch it out. And you just hold it. That is static stretching. That stretching is good. If you like to do it, do it. If it helps you, do it. But I find, and I think most people have probably experienced that it's not that effective. And to be effective, you actually have to hold the stretch for about 2 minutes. And that's a long time. And then it may or may not help. It's not my favorite type of stretching. I don't think it's the best type of stretching, static stretching. So let's kick that to the door. Okay. The second type of stretching is dynamic stretching. And a lot of you, if you play sports or whatever, and you do your warm-ups before you work out or you play sports, that is an example of dynamic stretching. Yoga flow, yoga vinyasa, that's a dynamic stretching where you're kind of rhythmically moving in and out of these positions where you're not holding the stretch too long. It's really warming up the tissue, and that is effective. That is really good for a warm-up. So if you're doing that and you enjoy it, keep doing it. Now, the third type of stretching I am partial to. It's resistance stretching. This is a little known stretching technique, but it's super effective because we're actually using our own resistance. So most of you have heard of like an isometric contraction where you're pushing, the wall sits, right? When you sit on a wall, you're doing wall sits. That's an isometric contraction because your body's contracting, but you're not moving. Well, with resistance stretching, we're actually moving. So it's a little better than isometric contraction, but still low inflammatory. So for example, we're going to take that same stretch. We're gonna move it, right? We're gonna move it over, and you probably don't even feel much of a stretch. Now let's add some resistance. So you're gonna play a little tug of war with yourself, not 100% though. I would say 20-30%, and you're going to push the arm and the elbow and the hand together, and then you're going to move. Let's move the arm across. So we're using our range of motion, and you're going to feel a better stretch, right? You're actually going to feel that stretch now because you're pushing and creating a contraction as you're stretching. You're creating resistance. That is resistance stretching. And that is super effective, not only because we're actually moving and owning your range of motion, but you're actually building strength. So it's actually strength training, but we're lengthening the muscles under resistance. So it's a far more effective stretching technique than static stretching. It is really great for reducing aches and pains and even solving those aches and pains and getting rid of them because we are building strength and it is going to stick a little bit longer than a static stretch. So I wanted just to come on here and say, those are kind of the three most popular types of stretching. There are other types of stretching, but those are the most popular, not popular, but the most, two most well-known. And then the resistance stretching is the most effective type of stretching. So I highly recommend that. And if you want some examples, this is what my expertise, this is my expertise. So all the videos on here are going to be related, or mostly related to the resistance stretching. So check out some of those videos. I have playlists divided by body part. So if your SI joint's bothering you, check out the SI joint playlist. If your neck's bothering you, check out the neck playlist. Ton of massage therapy and resistance stretching, and then also the elasticity stretching, which is another lesser known, also known as ballistic stretching. That is also super, super effective for just melting that tension out of your body. It's quick and effective, and actually helps restore the elasticity of your tissue. So I have a lot of examples of that as well. So if you want to check those out, peruse my playlist. And again, I always appreciate you guys tuning in, watching my videos, liking my videos, leaving a comment. So much appreciate it. And hopefully enjoy this video. And until next time, bye for now.